Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. Today we're going to have a look at the Gerber Armbar Drive and see if it makes for a good pocket EDC multi-tool. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. Thanks. So what we have here is a pocket-sized multi-tool by Gerber. It is designed, I believe, to rival the Victorinox Swiss Army Knives, although I must say that the design is very different. In terms of tools and functions, there are similarities, but they definitely stayed clear from just creating a replica of a Swiss Army knife. It looks and feels very different, and I think will appeal to people looking for alternatives or something to just switch around between their Victorinox for day-to-day use. And let's have a look at some tools on this multi-tool, and I'll point out some what might be initially seen as flaws, and then I'll compare them to some Victorinox Swiss Army knives that I think are direct competitors to this. So let's talk about the knife first. So there is a main knife over here. You can kind of access it with one hand if you want. It's not that easy. You need to slow roll it and deploy it just like that. Not sure if it's designed to be one-handed opening, but you definitely can do that, as you saw. And I think over time this has to loosen up because this is still a bit tight. And this actually has a frame lock. It looks like a liner lock, but technically it's still part of the outer frame because it's folded up just for the design. So whatever you want to call it, whether frame lock or liner lock, there's a lock to hold this blade in place, which of course is an advantage for any kind of knife. Disadvantage if, of course, you can't be carrying a knife with a lock in your city or country. Okay, but besides that, I think it's good to always have a lock. The steel for this is 5CR15 MOV. It's a Chinese steel. It is a bit soft, but I think for this sort of tool, which is not supposed to be really a hard use tool, I see this as a pocket urban EDC. I think it is fine for its use, and sharpening will also not be difficult. So that's a knife. It's nice, big, and it's pretty thick as well. Let's see how thick this is. It's 2.5 millimeters, so nice thickness as well. So that's the knife. We have this is an Allil, also a bit stiff, but I believe it will loosen up over usage, or maybe I'll just need to oil it up a bit, which I haven't. Now, a lot of people feel that an Allil isn't very practical for an urban EDC tool, and that's why when we look at the Victorinox Pioneer and others which have the Allil, people just don't feel it's a good tool for that kind of a tool set for urban EDC. But I actually beg to differ. Now, an Allil is actually the primary purpose is to create holes in leather, or to expand a hole in a piece of wood, right? Or you could kind of stab a hole and you could kind of almost drill a small hole or divot if you need. Now, those are generally more outdoor applications, or if you have very specific applications for urban use. But the way I see the Allil is actually, I kind of see it as like a dirty tool, a hard use tool where I don't use and risk damaging my main blade. So sometimes you have to dig at stuff, pry stuff open, scrape stuff. I feel it's perfect for that because it's thicker, it's still sharp, it's got a point, and even if it dings up a bit, it's fine. I can repair that if I get home. I preserve my main blade, which is my primary blade. So I actually like an Allil for an urban EDC tool. I think it comes in handy, and I've used it lots of time. Not for this, but on my Victorinox Pioneer X, and I found it very useful. So that's my case for using an Allil in your urban EDC tool set. So no lock for this. This closes up. There is a pair of scissors, which you open up over here. Now, the thing with the scissors, and which is what I believe a lot of people will have a complaint with, is how it opens, it folds, and it closes. It is not intuitive. I'll give you that. If you're so used to the Victorinox Swiss Army Knives and just a lot of multi-tools in general, you just get the nail nick of the scissors and pull it open, use it, and then you close it. Almost like how you'd use a knife or a blade or any of the normal tools. Now, the way this is designed, you can see if you lift it up, it opens up. Now, to kind of open up the pair of scissors, you need to separate this here. and then now you can use it. And then when you close it, you can't just close it like this as you would intuitively do. You have to make sure this is folded, and then you close it here. Now the issue with that is your hands or your fingers are always very near that sharp blade over here. So imagine if you had to try to press this down, if you didn't close this properly and it kind of sticks out like that, you might cut yourself. Or when you're trying to open it and you try to separate this, you could cut yourself, right? And that's if you're to try to use it intuitively as you would with a Victorinox knife, because that's what you're so used to. But I've actually found a way to open it and close it safely. That's just a matter of getting used to, and I no longer feel that's a flaw. And the way to do that's just like this. So you'd hold the tool in your left hand so that the notch over here can be opened by your right. Open it all the way. Use your left thumb to press against the inside spine of the scissors. This is so that it doesn't pull back. Now, this is actually very secure. And you can use your index finger to just lever this. And now you can use the scissors. To close it, do not do it intuitively. Again, you just reverse the actions. Put your thumb against the inside back of the tool or the scissors. Just use your thumb to lever that all the way up. And once you get that kind of straight and in line with this part, you know it's going to be safe. And then now you can just close it up like you would a normal tool. So if you learn how to open this up properly, it's actually pretty easy and very safe. So I don't think it's a flaw if you think about how to actually use it. So there you have a nice pair of scissors as well, and it's pretty sizable. And here is kind of, I guess, the flagship tool of this armbar, and that's the drive. So there is this arm with the drive, and you have a double-headed bit. And the great thing is, this doesn't really use a proprietary bit, so you could just buy any kind of other hex bits and fit that in. There's a magnet which holds it in place. Very secure. The bit will not come out. Now, I've seen some people complain that there's no lock for this drive arm. I would definitely say it would be preferable if there's some kind of lock. I can't understand why they didn't do it, because they would have to put an additional liner with the lock that might make it thicker. Maybe they could have gotten rid of the awl, and that might make space for that, and the tool won't be any much thicker. But I guess they just decided just keep it as it is. There isn't even a back spring in terms of like a slip joint. So it's kind of just free to use, but I found that if you just put your thumb there, that holds it well enough. And again, the way I see such a tool is not as a hard use, heavy driver where you're going to be, taking down a house or doing major repairs with this. Then you'd actually want to get a real screwdriver, which is like a fixed blade knife, right? It's just one piece of metal. But in this case, personally, I'm okay with it, right? To maintain the thickness and to keep the awl, I'm okay with it. Would it be better if they had maybe at least a slip joint back spring? Maybe, but that's going to add a layer. So I'm not too bent up over it. I think it's just good to have a driver. And I think for urban EDC, having driving capabilities is pretty good. There's also this over here. This is a kind of a combo tool. You've got that cap lifter. This is supposed to be a little pry bar, I guess, for paint cans and stuff. But this, you also have kind of a pommel, which is like a hammer, which, of course, it's not going to be a super heavy-duty hammer, but definitely I can see it using it in various ways if you just need to pound something flat. I think it's useful to have. So that's kind of my all-round review of this armbar drive. Now the question is, does it stack up against a Victorinox knife? Now I think the knives that fit this the most, or at least in terms of a direct competition, I think there are two. The first is this, and that's the Allil Pioneer X. So the Pioneer X, and in this case, this is the limited edition 2022 Thunder Grey edition, and something I'm actually EDCing now. You can see the thickness is about the same. Maybe the Pioneer is just about a millimeter or more thicker, but the size is about right. The weight's about the same in terms of just the feel, and the feel as well. Of course, the look is different. That becomes a personal preference. But if I just to compare the two, I feel these are very similar. The tool set's also very similar. Now, the only thing that, of course, the Pioneer X doesn't have is the driver, so that Phillips head driver. But it does have the kind of double tool of this larger flathead screwdriver and then this smaller flathead, which can be used for Phillips head, and I've used that, and people have used that all the time as well. And of course, then you have two tools, and I've talked about how this can opener part I found very useful in general, not to open cans, but because of just how this is shaped. It's thin, it's slanted, it's sharp as well, good for prying into things and getting to areas where you have to separate items. I found that very useful. And of course, the Pioneer X has that pair of scissors, and it's got the main blade and an awl, a longer awl than this one. But I would say the two sets are about the same. Honestly, I would say that either one is just as good. I've definitely been carrying this more than this, but I'm gonna add this into the rotation, and the way I do it when I try new things, I'll just carry both. So I'll always have this with me, but I'm gonna add this in, and I'm gonna see if I can just use this right when I'm out and about in an urban environment, and if I need a tool, I'm gonna use this as much as I can and see if I need to depend back on the Victorinox, but I think not. So another Victorinox which would be comparable to this would be the Super Tinker. Now this is the kind of a regular. Now this isn't the Super Tinker. I don't have the Super Tinker, but this is the brother, because it's the same as the Super Tinker except that it's got the corkscrew instead of the Phillips head screwdriver. So this is the climber. For the Super Tinker, you get exactly the same tool set, which is the main blade, the scissors, the two flathead screwdrivers, cap lifter and can opener, but you also have a pen blade over here. And as I said, the Super Tinker would have the Phillips head screwdriver, which would match up with this. So in terms of tools, then everything that the Armbar Drive has, the Super Tinker would have. But you can see it is thicker. It's about the same size, I think, overall, but yes, it is a bit wider. So just volumetrically, this would be a larger tool. And of course, I guess you have scale tools, which are additional, and you have the awl as well on the back, and you also have that kind of that parcel hook. So more capabilities then for the Super Tinker compared to the Drive, but slightly bigger. So these are the two Victorinox knives which I think are closest to the Drive. Do I think that this will replace this or vice versa? I think they are actually similar tools, just in a different form. Functions about the same, and it becomes a personal preference. Definitely Swiss Army knives have that classic look which everyone loves. This looks more like a multi-tool, but it's still very pocket friendly and easy to carry. But let me know your thoughts. I know a lot of people are Swiss Army knife fans, but is there anyone who carries the Gerber Armbar Drive? Or maybe you might pair this up with one of the smaller Swiss Army knives, like the 58mm. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In an upcoming video, I will be comparing the scissors between the Armbar Drive and Victorinox, as well as another multi-tool, so do look out for that. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.